Hi, I'm Jeff Izar from Rich Sales, and I'm here today interviewing Antonio DeLoatch. Antonio, how you doing today?
I'm amazing. We're here at market. It's one of our favorite times of the year. And so, this is just day one.
Yeah,
And the energy is high. We're fired up and ready to go. And we're sitting in one of our favorite
of
showrooms.
course. So, Antonio, your path into design wasn't entirely traditional. Can you tell us a little about that?
Yeah, it really was not traditional by any means. And I think that's the thing as we're mentoring up and
Mm-hmm.
coming designers
Yeah.
today, that we talk about this story a lot. It was always kind of a dream deferred. It was a thing that I wanted in high school. I was like, I want to go to school to become an interior designer. And then I remember going to look at universities and they would just
Mm-hmm.
pull out these huge hand drawn, sketches of these huge buildings. And I looked at every adult in the room and was like, I can't draw, I can't do that. Ended up going to school for project management,
Mm-hmm.
ran huge global mergers, and I was falling asleep at my desk. And then I ended up at West Elm part time, and I was just like doing circles. And I knew I was exactly where I was supposed
Mm-hmm.
to be, in service to others, proving a brand, the why behind people buy,
Yeah.
and the idea of home. And here we are, over 15 years later, and it's part of the journey, from New York to LA to Hong Kong. And now
Yeah.
we're sitting here in High Point together. So, yeah, that's a little glimpse
Little
of
glimpse.
how we ended up here and how it was really not a conventional journey.
That sounds incredible. What really inspires your design? What really drives you? How do you go about it, do you feel?
I feel like for me, again, we talk about the journey. It's a human
Mm-hmm.
centered process for us.
Yeah.
The whisper for me was always I get up every single day to curate a home that's in service to you. So when we now kind of go deeper into that,
Mm-hmm.
what does that actually mean? Is it systems thinking? What is actually
Yeah.
working? Post the pandemic, how do we single signal
Yeah.
working from home to like lights are
Yeah.
down and
Or
now
up.
it's like or up.
Yep.
But now we're transitioning into the evening, right? So for us in our brand and business, look,
Mm-hmm.
we really want to get down to the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
Like, how do we get from the front door to the laundry room?
Yeah.
How do we make a home that's like truly in service to you so that you can be the
Mm-hmm.
best version of yourself
Yeah.
and then go out and better serve the world?
Yeah. I think I read somewhere that you're inspired kind of by the natural light of projects.
Yeah.
How does that work exactly for you?
So during the pandemic, I lived in this really amazing studio in
Yeah.
Los Angeles, and I found myself like transitioning around the house based on the sun.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized that I was going from room to room and turning on different lights.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time the sun was setting, it was like my favorite time of the day.
Yeah.
And I was like left to just sit there and really think about like, wow, that was a journey.
Yeah.
I just took myself on an 8 hour journey around the apartment, which was only like 350 square
Mm-hmm.
feet, maybe 500 if we're really pushing it.
Yeah.
But I did that through light and through
Mm-hmm.
natural light. And then that allowed me to have a conversation with our clients about
Yeah.
how do we move through a day.
Yeah. So when you're specifying a light, what exactly are you looking for in a partner, would you say?
Yeah, for me, like lighting, we talk about it, right? It's the jewelry to the room, it's that final piece of the puzzle. But sometimes it's really amazing if you can start with the lighting.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing, we're sitting in Crystorama's
Yeah.
showroom, and I'm proud to be a tastemaker of them because there's this blend of traditional, something truly classic
Mm-hmm.
with a really modern flair.
Yeah.
And there's kind of something for everyone. When I
Mm-hmm.
received their catalog, it literally looks like a coffee table book. And I was like, oh, I could sell this to my clients all day long.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you don't like, cut glass, but you want the ombre and something that feels a little bit more modern,
Mm-hmm.
they have that. So for me, like lighting is part of the conversation, just like artwork.
Okay. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
So, Antonio, tell me, how did you become a tastemaker? I think a lot of people would be really curious about that story as well.
Thanks. Yeah, becoming a tastemaker, I honestly almost had to Google what that meant because it felt like a moment to meet. It felt powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what does it actually really mean to be a tastemaker? We throw the words around ambassador or
Yeah.
influencer. Tastemaker is like the creme de la creme. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, that you actually really see me as someone that is setting the tone in the industry. And what an honor to be asked by, a legacy company like Crystorama. They're New York through and through. So are we. And
Brooklyn.
so Brooklyn.
Let's go.
And so, like for me, last market, I literally walked in here with the same light that I have on today, and I was just like, it was like energy attracted light energy.
Yeah.
And I actually came, it was early morning, like 8 a.m. to celebrate another friend. And that's part of the reason for the title of this market's panel is Community as a Business Strategy. I showed up in support of them. Crystorama saw me. And then we started this friendship and really beautiful conversation. And I was honored when they asked me to be a tastemaker this year.
Wow. Honestly, so let me ask you, if you had something to tell to someone starting out right now, what would you say to them?
Understand the why you're going to market.
Yeah.
Every single market, I put a different lens on. I could be looking for a sofa manufacturer. I could be looking for tastemaker ambassador or brand partnerships. There's a why behind we come to market. It's a big investment in our brand and business, but more so it's an investment into you. And so really get super clear onto that lens that you're putting on when you show up to market. And then amazing opportunities like becoming a tastemaker for Crystorama happens.
100% agree with that. What would you say to someone who views your work for the first time? In what lens should they view your work?
I think it's a great question, understanding the lens and how other people see us as designers. And I think so often designers get so like lost into this like one vein. And I think the fun thing that I've enjoyed in my journey is that like I've never put myself into a box. And when people see my work, it feels curated, it feels lived in, it feels layered. I design for families, pets, kids. 80% of my work has probably never been photographed because it all just goes to you know what in a handbasket like immediately when we turn the house over. But that's the beauty, right? We're putting systems into place where clients feel the love and they feel that they can live in it. It's not too precious. So for me, when you see a room or home or a space that I've designed, it's curated, it's thought about, and it's got a layer of lived in.
Yeah. Do you even find that in your own personal home?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, it took me 3 years to photograph my house. And I finally just did. And fingers crossed it is being published this May.
Awesome.
In an incredible like 9-page spread. And I'm really excited for it. But it was almost too casual. But that's how we live. We entertain. There's somebody at our dinner table like once a week. So going to the world with my personal home, it's also very much so like how we design.
100%.
So yeah, it's comfortable, it's casual, it's lived in, but there's a level of quiet luxury and sophistication.
Awesome. So you got a busy market ahead of you?
This one is really focused on a launch at Sunthreads. So Sunthreads, a new fabric company printed on hemp and silk. We'll actually be debuting our collection here at Crystorama.
Awesome.
Super grateful that friends in the market gave us a home and a space to debut this incredible fabric collection.
Your time.
Yeah.
Big New York
Cheers
in the
to
house.
market.
Keep it going. Let's go.
Yeah.